if you was trying to settle down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jaire Alexander, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Bears and the Packers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and... It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Here we go, son.
Fields going to throw right away. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk
touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Fields. Rolling to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Herbert. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. $51 yards on the punt there. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now. Creeping up on 1,000. Could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and 19. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport state. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. To the air again, Fields. They shakes him off. Fighting through, and he's got Fields hit, and the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. They go play-action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only 1st down. He's got a few more shots maybe. He can take it the end zone.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got some space here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. On 1st down, it's Fields. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Packers now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh, yeah, I think I throw it to him a little bit more often.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers extend their lead yet again. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Fields.
Flushed out right.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now at Soldier Field.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields.
Yeah, he's got it.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They run again with Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They run once more with Dillon.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were